Hi, and welcome to today's live on nutritionscience.in. I'm Dr. Achyutan Ishwar, and this is Shyamla Suresh, and we're the co-founders of nutritionscience.in. Today, we're going to be talking about 7 things you should do in 2022 for great health. Now, there is a study called the Global Burden of Disease Study, which is the largest study on human death and disability conducted ever in the history of the world. And it found that most of our diseases, most of the problems we suffer from, and the top causes of death are all because of preventable, treatable, reversible diseases. The top risk factors for death are also things that are within our control. They're not things like genetics or fate that we need to resign ourselves to. They're tangible things. For example, the food that we eat is one of the top risk factors for death. So today we're going to be talking about the top 7 things that you can do as an Indian in India to prevent death, to prevent disease, and to live a longer, healthier, and happier lives with your family. Now, there are 3 pillars of great health: food, body, and mind. Out of these, let's start with the one that most of us are so familiar with: the body, physical exercise.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, everyone. And while we're out there making New Year resolutions to live healthier this 2022, here is one way to start off. One thing that I would tell everyone that you can do this year is to move more. Did you know that not walking or not exercising for about 45 minutes a day is actually considered high risk behavior? Walking, running, exercising, and actually moving more is something that we're meant to do. It's not something that is reserved only for those who are more athletic among us. It is for every single one of us. And to consciously put in time and effort to move more is something that we can all do at some or the other level starting this year. You can easily walk for 45 minutes a day. This can be within your house, this can be within your compound, or even in your neighborhood. Make sure that you're walking briskly at a pace where you can still make conversation. So not so fast where you're out of breath, but not so slow that you don't even feel like it's exercise, it's a leisure stroll. Just at a pace where you're just about to able to keep up with a conversation. So that will be an ideal pace to walk at if you want to get an exercise in. Sign up for a yoga class, sign up to go to the gym, whatever you like. If you find that you're more of an outdoor person and you enjoy going out for a walk or a run, or you want to go cycling, then do that. If you feel that you do well in a group class because people motivating you is what you need to go show up every day and do the exercise, then sign up for a group class. If you want to do yoga, you can sign up for classes there as well. The key is to move more. Once you start moving more and you make it a habit, then you can start building on that and actually signing up for specific kinds of activity like strength, endurance, agility, etc. That is the second step. For most of us, just moving more is a great first step. Take the stairs, walk around when you get a telephone call. Make sure that you get up from your seat every 15-20 minutes so that you don't forget and you're just not sitting there for an hour or two. So I think that's a great place to start.
Fantastic. And that's number 1, physical activity. Number 2 is mental relaxation. Now, there are 2 components to the way you feel mentally. One is the stressful situations around you, which many times we may not be in control of. For example, I'm not in control of who honks the horn outside my home every day. I'm not in control of whether I get my food on time or not. I'm not in control sometime of when I go to sleep. So there are stressful situations in all our lives that happen out of our control every day. But there's also another component: the way our mind responds to these situations. We can either respond by feeling stressed, or by feeling absolutely calm and peaceful. Like, for example, let's say you're driving on the road and someone honks the horn really loudly and incessantly. Out of 10 other vehicles on the road, three drivers might get upset, but the other seven might not even react to it, not even respond to it, right? So that's the difference between reacting and responding. That's the difference between getting worked up or stressed and feeling calm and peaceful. Now, the trick is in that situation, there may not be much you can do about it. Once you feel stressed, you feel stressed, it's tough to get out of it. But before that situation, if you train your mind, if you practice calm, mental, deep relaxation, then during such stressful situations, it's very easy for you to maintain that mental calm that you have been practicing all along. We practice simplified Kundalini yoga for it, and we would love for you to join us. You can also do any other mental relaxation practice, but what matters is you do it on a daily basis. And number three is a healthy diet. Now, an unhealthy diet, rather, a diet that is not healthy for us, is the number four risk factor for death in India. Kills off lakhs of people every year. So, what is it in our diet that kills us off? Interestingly, it's not the things we eat, it's the things we don't eat. For example, did you know a diet low in fruits is one of the top dietary risk factors? A diet low in whole grains, in nuts and seeds, in legumes, in omega 3 fats. All of these are the top risk factors. It's the things that we don't eat enough of. So today, your tips 3 through 7 are going to be what to eat this year to get healthier.
So starting off with is the easiest, I think the most delicious also, fruits. So when I made a lifestyle change about 5 years ago, for me, the first and the easiest habit to adopt was to add more fruit to my diet. Given that we live in a tropical country like India, we get fresh fruits all year round. So opt for whatever is in season and ensure that you begin your every meal with fruits. It's recommended that you eat about three medium-sized fruits every day, and that gives you the best health benefits. You can always eat more if you like, which I do, but at least three medium-sized fruits. Now, this can be whatever fruit you like. It can be papaya, banana, orange, watermelon, grapes. I mean, the list goes on. And very soon we're going to have mango season. So mangoes, just ensure that you begin your every meal with fruits. And make sure that you eat enough of it every day. If you're someone who doesn't like eating fruits, you can also make smoothies. You can make delicious smoothies. You can even add some microgreens in it. I mean, you can make a smoothie that is super healthy and a great way of getting your fruits in at the beginning of the day. At Sampurna Ahara, which is our sister initiative, it is a whole food plant-based social enterprise. We have what is called breakfast jars, which are fruit-based jars. They are actually like dessert that also can be had during breakfast. So it's a great way for those of you who find it difficult to eat fruits, find other options by which you can get your fruit in every single day.
Number 4 is whole grains. So white rice is not a variety of rice like so many people believe. White rice is polished rice. It's refined, processed rice. White rice is what happens when you take rice and you remove all the nutrients from it. You remove the bran, the rich, nutrient-dense outer layer with the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients, your calcium, iron, everything goes off in that. And you're left with just the starch and a bit of protein with which you get energy. You stay awake and you have the energy to do work through the day, but you don't get the nutrition you need to stay healthy. So you end up falling sick. So whole grains can be anything from brown rice to red rice, black rice, millets like foxtail millet, proso millet, kodo millet, barnyard millet, little millet, um, your jowar, bajra, pearl millet, sorghum, so many different types of millets. You also have whole wheat, buckwheat, amaranth seeds, oats, rye, barley. The list goes on and on and on. There are more than 15, 20 different type of whole grains that you can add to your diet. So you actually go from eating one type of grain like white rice or just maida to eating 20 different types of whole grains. It's a lot more variety, a lot more abundance. If you find it difficult to cook these whole grains to begin with, not to worry. It may take 2, 3 attempts, but once you get it, it's very easy to continue. You can cook them using a pressure cooker, no problem at all. To retain maximum nutrition, we recommend releasing the pressure as soon as you finish cooking it. So you put your brown rice in the cooker, put enough water, same as you use for white rice, maybe half a cup or 1 cup extra water if you like to be soft. Cook it for 5, 6 whistles and release the pressure immediately. It gets cooked nice and soft and it retains maximum nutrition that way.
Absolutely. So tip number 5, I would say, are pulses in legumes. Include more of these in your diet every single day. Now, in the standard South Indian diets, if you look at any region in the South, you have your sambar, rasam, puto, all of these things have pulses and legumes, but it's not quite enough. So one way of including enough pulses, making sure that you're including enough pulses and legumes in your diet, is to download Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen app. Once you have this app, you can use it as you can use it as a reference point to see if you're getting enough of every different kind of food that you need to have a nutritionally balanced diet. So pulses and legumes are definitely not, it's not just about protein, it's not just that they're rich in protein, but they come packed with other very essential vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients that are that are very beneficial to us. And they also help with gut health. They have actually been found to lower your risk of stroke. Pulses and legumes are what marketing term calls as a superfood in itself. And pulses and legumes in India are available in abundance, available in plenty. So which one is the best? Why stick to one when you can have a variety? So ensure that you have a variety of pulses and legumes and lentils in your diet. You can also include a good amount of soya every day. It has its unique benefits. Soya has actually been found to protect you against certain types of cancer, especially breast cancer for women. So do include soya every day. If possible, you can make it in different ways. That's what we do at home. So you can have, if you're someone who is finding it difficult to have that much pulses or lentils or legumes in a day, you can make plant-based curds with soya. So soya curds is a great way of upping your legume intake. It is a great, you don't feel like you're actually eating pulses and legumes while still having them and getting the benefits from them. You can make sundal, you can have sprouts in salad, you can have your sambars and rasams, you can have, vadas baked in an oven instead of fried in an oil. So the ideas are endless. Do include pulses and legumes and include enough of it every single day this year.
Number 6 is the healthiest vegetable, and number 7 is the healthiest fruit. By the healthiest vegetables, I mean greens, and the healthiest fruits are berries. So let's talk about these two to put the cherry on the cake. Greens are the healthiest vegetables. They're the least calorie dense and the most nutrient dense vegetables out there. Now, a fun fact about greens are not just green in color. They actually have a rainbow of colors underneath the green, but you just can't see them because the chlorophyll is right on top. So you see only the green. But then when the leaves start fading, when they start dying, the chlorophyll goes off first. Then you can see the red and the yellow colors underneath them, right? They're not things that appear when the leaves fade. They're actually always there. but you can just see them when the leaves start fading. I find that fantastic because eating your greens is no longer eating your greens, it's eating your rainbows. And they are the healthiest vegetables. They help to protect you against diabetes. They help to lower your blood pressure. They are anti-cancer vegetables. They even help you to boost energy production in the body so you feel more energetic. The amount of energy that's produced in your body gets boosted when you eat greens and then step out in sunlight. Did you know that? Your body can actually harness sunlight to produce more energy if you've eaten greens for lunch that day. So, so many amazing things that greens are great at. The problem is, if you cook just a plain green sabji every day, your entire family gets bored of it. So what do? You sneak the greens in through so many different types of dishes. For example, on nutritionscience.in, there we have a free plant-based recipes course that you can sign up for. It has more than 200 different whole food plant-based recipes with a wide variety of green leafy vegetable recipes. You'll find dishes like your regular green sabji, greens palya, soppu kirai, poriyal, to things like soppu sambar or kira sambar or greens dal, moringa leaves dal. You have your palak dal, palak kadhi made with plant-based curds. You have amaranthus leaves vadas, you have harabara kebabs, you have lettuce in salads, you have herb pestos, curry leaf chutneys, coriander leaf chutneys. Such a huge wide variety of ways. You can even put it into your dosa, make a green idli for your kids, make methi rotis. So many ways to include greens in your everyday meals.
Absolutely. So going on to the last one, the seventh thing is berries. Now, when we say berries, my mouth is watering from what you said, so I kind of forgot that I had to go on to the next one. So when we talk about berries, we are not talking about exotic, expensive berries like blueberries or raspberries that you don't get in India very easily. We're talking about a berry that is not only abundantly available, but it is actually the healthiest food ever when it comes to antioxidant content. And it is actually native to India. And you all know what it is also. I know I will tell you what it is now. It is the Indian gooseberry or amla. So amla is one of the healthiest foods out there. It has the highest antioxidant content, and it is a berry that we recommend that you have every single day. You can, if you have space in your house, you can even plant a little amla tree and benefit from the fruits of it later. But you get amlas quite easily everywhere. You have different varieties. You have the small native variety and the larger round ones as well. We recommend that if you are someone who finds it difficult to eat amla plain or as it is, you can make a pickle. You can grate it and make a fresh pickle. Ensure that you aren't loading up on the salt because when you are trying to eat something healthy, you don't want to add something unhealthy to it. Avoid oil. Just plain grated amla with a little bit of chili powder or a little bit of pepper is a great way to have it. You can also put it in a smoothie, in that morning smoothie that I spoke about with fruits. You can also sneak in your amla there. I've had friends who love amla and who just pop it in like candy. So if you're one of those people, that's absolutely the easiest way to go. If you are finding it hard to source amla, fresh amla where you live, amla powder is good as well. So whichever way, make sure that you're eating your berries every single day. Again, Dr. Gregor's Daily Dozen checklist will tell you the quantity, and you can use it as a guide to make sure that you're eating enough of these foods that we just spoke about every single day.
And that's it, friends. These are the 7 top things to do in 2022 for great health. See, each one of them seems like a small thing. Greens, I know about greens, I know about fruits, sure. But when you make them all combined, get them into your daily lifestyle, make them an everyday habit, that's when you start reaping the benefits of it. You will start by feeling great, feeling more active, more energetic, sleeping better, having better stools, feeling more fresh and energetic through the day. And then you may even start seeing benefits in your blood reports, better sugar levels, better blood pressure. And over the years, these foods have even been proven to have long-term benefits like a lower risk of cancer, lower risk of heart disease, which are all killer diseases. So I hope these 7 great habits help you and your family to live healthier this new year. And we look forward to meeting you tomorrow evening at 9:30 at the nutritionscience.in live video tomorrow. Have a great day and a happy new year to all of you.
And before we leave, we must ask you to like the video, subscribe, and share it if you found it useful. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get a notification when we go live or when we post a video. So thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you, and Happy New Year once again.
Thank you again. Be blessed.